Good morning and welcome to Going to Work with Gena, which is an infomercial for STEM students. I am Dr. Gena Henderson and it is Python Wednesday, yes. And you know, we always begin Python Wednesday by me telling you which oil I'm diffusing. And today we are diffusing Peppermint and Ylang. And together they make up a wonderful scent of a candy cane. So I know some manufacturers make candy cane candles. Well, you can make your own candy cane scent with three drops of peppermint and 3 drops of Ylang. Okay, so you can see them right here. And here are some other diffuser recipes that I can share with you. Merry and bright, the gifts of the Magi. We did deck the halls last week. So I'll share one more with you next week, right before we go into Christmas, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get right to our lesson from last week, where here we were, we had basically did the merge, and we got our data, and then we noticed some things about our data. So what we noticed about our data here was that the date printed out twice, okay, when we merged the data. And then we also noticed here too, there are several entries because there were 2 people that had the same name, Joe Matchy and Joe Connor. And so you can fix those things by going here to the code, going here to your code, and instead of, let me move this over a little bit, instead of you basically merging on name, we could either merge on something else, another column, maybe date. So if we merged on date, we could probably get this thing to look the way that it normally should look. Because remember, we only had 10 lines of data. And right now you can see that we have 15. So let me just go here, and I'm going to go ahead and switch out this to date, run it again, and we'll talk about what happens next week. Let's change this to date. Go over here, change this to date. Okay, make sure I got that on there. Okay, now let's go back over here. Click right here to make sure we don't have. And so you see how our data looks right here. Let's go ahead and run this thing again. All right, so when we ran it this time, as you can see, now we only have 1 date column, but now we have 2 first names. So we need to somehow, when we wrap the information, we need to go back and kind of extract the other. So I'll fix that, and we'll probably have to have it merging on 2 columns. Okay, so that's it. That's our lesson for today. So you gotta know how to look at your data analysis, and you gotta make sure you understand what format the data should actually read upon when you're actually doing merges. All right, so I want to thank you for going to work with Gena this morning. If there's any infomercials that you missed, please don't hesitate to go to YouTube, Going to Work with Gena. It is Python Wednesday, yes.